so bear with me.
Oh.
Maybe sometime we can talk about what I should do to upgrade.
And that is how the stream gets introduced.
Yeah, well, it's just a regular show, as always.
No, no pretenses of this being a professional grade stream or anything.
I found it doesn't matter how much you try. It's always going to start where it starts. You can't stop it. They were talking about farts one day. I just couldn't stop it. I don't know how it got in, but that's the start of a stream one day. So yeah, everything works out.
All right. Well, hello out there in Arvin Eleron Twitch watching land. This is another night, second week in a row of Community D&D, Dragon of Icespire Peak with the Shadow Crew. I am the host and dungeon master for these streams, Shadowed Mage. And make sure to, but we are of course on Arvin Eleron's channel, who so graciously lets us do whatever this is on his channel roughly every couple of weeks, but this schedule is a bit more sporadic than that.
To say the least.
And so make sure to check out all of Arv's commands. You can do !Arv things to get most of the things, !Arv shop to get the shop, library for his D&D 5e compatible adventure book with lots of stuff from other authors, !Icarus for stuff about his graphic novel, BLM or Greyshade KS for stuff about the Greyshade Literary Universe Kickstarter coming soon, BLM for Black Lives Matter, because we want to continue to assert and affirm that Black Lives Matter, and !Help Now for mental health and suicide assistance and that kind of stuff, because
and it matters to talk out your problems with your friends and family and others.
Yes.
This is why we have Twitchverse, people.
But of course, I have some lovely people with me tonight.
They're lovely? Good lord, what the hell have you been drinking?
Of course. Right below me is Rock God. Rock God, could you please introduce yourself and tell everyone who it is that you play in our campaign?
Oh, I am Rock God. I play Malik Halamarodin, the half-elf ranger.
And
that's all I got.
No. There's more to tell.
Gonna be it.
All right.
No. Why don't you tell us all your special role on ArvCon 2021?
Yeah, because you have the top donator for ArvCon 2021 is going to get...
It isn't just any week. This week, people. It's a special
this weekend.
This weekend. Yep.
So mention something about what that is.
So the top donator will be getting a giveaway. I want to be careful about how I say it. The top donor will be getting a giveaway gift of a print on metal. It's 16 by 24 of one of my photographs. It's a really cool nightscape with fireworks going off. It's ready to hang on the wall. You can throw it right up there. It doesn't need a frame or anything like that. And that will be going to the top donator of ArvCon this year. So, as in years past, I would love to see people battling for it. Like, oh, I donated more than you. No, I donated more than you. No, I donated more than you.
We got more donations than the goddamn A-team, which is bullshit.
Yep. All right, excellent. For more about ArvCon, you can do !ArvCon and !Calendar to find out times of events and what ArvCon is all about. And of course, now below Rock God is Mr. Hoodie from !TV.
The man himself.
Please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I'm Hoodie from !TV. I think that was mentioned already. My character, however, Isel Moldleaf, not mentioned. Protector ASMR, Pact of the Tome Celestial Warlock.
I think
Yes.
you got it.
And book nerd.
Yes.
Nailed it.
Yeah, he has, as revealed in the last episode, wears an entire like holster jacket underneath his robes of all books, just weighing himself down. Knowledge, in a bad way. It explains his clumsiness.
And a secret pouch full of all of the quills that I can steal.
Just noticed my audio was peaking a bit, so I turned it down. So hopefully it's a little better now. All right, so thank you, Hoodie. And then next we have Echo Alpha _X5.
Who the hell is that guy? That guy just sucks.
That's you.
Lord. Oh yeah, I'm Rabel. Hi peeps. Yeah, Echo Alpha _X5 here. I am gonna be playing Roderick Royron, the human rogue who just wanders the mist and just tries to score some coins.
With a
And
Batman voice.
I was thinking about Geralt, but yeah. But yeah, I will be participating during the Archon as well my crew who are all here. And I will not be with you all through the night because I have a dentist appointment that is going to be early than usual, so I have to dash during the stream. But I'm confident that Isel Moliv can handle the dual personality. Beyond that, I will potentially be wearing a special costume to honor a member of the Twitchverse community and the retro community who was lost to us on February 9th, who went by the name of Dialad, may she rest in peace. And I had a small talk with her about t-shirts and such. I had to ask her favorite color, which she gave me a purple that was towards neon blue something. So I had a little bit of difficult choice of making that t-shirt, but I have made it and it is on its way, and I hope it's going to be here before Friday. If not, well then I will hate myself. But beyond that, yeah, I guess it's next to the black hole, that is, believe me, because it seems things are slow down there. I don't know. Grace?
And yes, Trifid, please introduce yourself and your character.
Hi, I am Trifid, and I am a journalist by day and often a podcaster by night. I'm a longtime fan of science fiction and fantasy and role-playing games. And today I will be playing Race of the Refreshing Breeze, a Tabaxi bard, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, thank you, everyone. Now for a bit of a recap as to what's happened recently in the adventure so far.
Shopping.
Yeah, last time there was some shopping, but there was also some an interesting thing happened with a messenger dropping off a letter to Grace, basically from her father, saying that there is some trouble with their family, but kind of pressing but not urgent. And there was there was a dragon attack on Fandolin. The dragon had kind of come around. It seemed to have been hungry and was trying to find food. It wound up scaring some of the townsfolk. As it blew its cold breath around the town a little bit, but luckily no one was hurt. And then it snagged a cow and flew off away, which has now kind of made the party think that perhaps they need to investigate one of the quest notices that they had previously picked up about Axholm, which is an old, abandoned, sealed up dwarven stronghold in the mountains to the south. the quest of which is that if they can go and unseal it, make sure that it's safe, so that the people of Fandolin could potentially evacuate to there if the dragon start coming around again. Of course, they also have other leads to go to the Tower of Storms later to investigate, a lead into unpetrifying the other adventuring party that they had found at the Woodland Manse. Isol's patron had given him clues that there's something there at the Tower of Storms that they can find that can help them with that. Also, the Tower of Storms is also a bastion for the cult of Talos, who they've also been fighting in this area. Particularly of note, there was that encounter with the Thunderboar.
Thunderboars, oink!
When we ended last week, the party was basically thinking, well, we better go to Axholm to see what's up down there, after they were going to get a good rest and then depart no, they were going to depart right away, overnight. That's what it was.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't one of the previous destinations we had been to filled with dwarves? I believe it was a temple.
Yeah. So you can see on the map there that there was the dwarven excavation.
Oh yeah.
That it was an old temple, that had been built by dwarves. That was way back near the beginning of the campaign.
That was Crown of Greed, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was
why I was pondering for a second there about the Axholm as a dwarves again. Yeah. What?
Yeah, it wound up being that archaeological excavation revealed that temple was a temple to the dwarven god of greed. Which is where they found the crown of greed and also the snake robe.
Oh yeah. Don't forget about the heart attack. Can't forget about the heart attack. It's an important.
Right, and Isol almost frightened Harbin Wester to death with his illusion.
Well, we fixed him right up. It was fine.
Yeah, and then there was a dragon attack. So somehow he didn't have complications with the dragon attack after that. So, yeah, it is night after the dragon just attacked, and the party had decided that they wanted to leave for Axholm right away. I believe that's our starting point here, right?
Yeah, I think we were just starting to leave the town.
Okay.
Right, we're doing this new strategy of traveling by night in order to try to avoid the dragon. We've only done it once and it works that time.
We are traveling by dying light.
And before we go, as we're leaving town, stop all the horses and say, I'll be right back for a second. And I'll hop off my horse and I'm going to walk over into Harbin's. Well, I'll go over to Harbin's house and knock on the door and probably spend 5 minutes convincing him to let me in. And then I'm go in and I'll probably get 5 or 10 minutes and then come back out again, hop on the horse. Right, then let's go.
All right.
Did you bacon influence them again?
Yeah, I did. I'll just give a little smile.
I'm gonna death glare, and just. Did you take the quill?
I did not take the quill, no.
Oh, right then. Face forward and try to ride my horse backwards.
Yeah, because that's well, you had wanted to go to the wasn't it Berthan's Provisions? I thought was what we had talked about.
Oh, I thought it was Harbin's.
Yeah, so it's a little confusing there. So Harbin Wester is the town master. He's at the
Right.
hall. And then
Mm.
there's Barthen's Provisions, which is the general store.
Okay, so that whole thing again, except at
Okay.
the other
But you
place.
still did the first one too.
I got into Harbin's and I was like, oh shit, this is the wrong place.
I thought you were someone else.
Right. So you go and talk to Barthen, and then come back and rejoin the rest of the party after 5 to 10 minutes, basically.
Right, then I think we're ready to head out down to Axholme. We're heading straight south, right?
Yep. All right. So you will be traveling on horseback. After about an hour or so, you'll pass by Umbridge Hill.
1 hour later.
And couple more hours later.
As we pass by Umbridge Hill, I'll kind of sidle up to Grace. You know, there's a very nice lady that lives in the
Well,
what do you call it? The
Mill.
The mill, yeah.
Grace knows about that because you guys came to see her about the cure for your lycanthropy.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's right.
All right, never mind. Scratch that then. I forgot all about that.
Just look at Malik. Are you feeling okay? You seem to not remember what we have and haven't done. Are you all right? Do you need?
I know, and in game time, it's only been like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I have this old pocket bacon you gave me. Maybe this will pep you up. Pull it out. There's a visible mold on it from disarray.
No.
I don't want to eat it
take-
because it's gross, but
I'll take it and eat it.
No.
gotta get closer to nature, man.
Oh, welcome to the weirdest group in the whole of the D&D history.
It's like super. It's super prehistoric penicillin. It's a fever clearly that we're trying to fight off. So a little bit of mold.
Sure.
That's yeah.
And I am poisoned for an hour.
Pussies.
Okay. Alright. So a couple more hours after passing by Umbridge Hill, then you come to the base of the mountains, and around where you think that the Axum was supposed to be, so thrust out from the base of a dark gray mountain is the entrance to a dwarven fortress. A dark, 15-foot wide passageway flanked by 40-foot high bulwarks of smooth, seamless stone. An iron portcullis covered with rust blocks the entrance. Arrow slits carved into the bulwarks are dark, revealing no hint of occupation. And I will transition you over to a new map.
Well, before we head on in, I'll just sing my usual little song of inspiration for anyone who may need a little help while we're inside.
I want to send Hemingway into those arrow slots, but I'm gonna wait until I see the place before I send the lizard on a 20-mile hike.
Roderick just sits on horseback riding, and just plays a little and just talks to his little rat, Sunny.
There it is. I was like, oh, it's just a black screen. Nope.
Yeah, that's all I'm getting to is a black screen.
Well, it's dark inside there.
Into the black hills.
And it is also the middle
All
of the night.
torches have gone out.
So it is very dark. But I don't think that really matters for any of you.
Yeah, I think we all have dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I certainly do.
I do. And if you chat wonder why I have dark vision when I'm a human, well, watch the previous episodes and then you'll find out.
Yeah, since the arrow slits are like right there, I'll just probably send Hemingway right up and in the one on the right, since it only has the one in it. This bad boy right here.
Technically, you can see beyond the portcullis.
Certainly looks inviting.
I'll just kind of hug the horse and warg into Hemingway as he scampers around.
Okay, so you're sending Hemingway into
This guy right here.
That one? Okay.
Yep.
Does Hemingway have dark vision?
That's a great question, actually. I have no idea.
Well, his Ulysses, I reckon he would have some form of. I don't know animals as well as I should. I do. I don't know.
Dark vision 30 feet. Yep.
Oh, okay. It's a trait of the familiar, right? Or is it?
This is just. I just have the stat block for lizard up.
Oh, okay.
Though I guess if it's Fey, it would have. I don't know how that works. I've never looked into that interaction. It's a magical creature, so stuff happens.
Shit happens.
All right. So, Hemingway goes in, kind of scouts around a little bit, and then notices that right around here is a winch for the portcullis. The rest of...
He does the slow, like, lizard hand on it. You can see kind of it wiggle a bit as he tries to push any type of effort into it. He puts the hand back on the wall and keeps crawling.
And of also...
Oh, the little poor devil.
there are these ballistas that are aimed at these arrow slits.
Do they look like there's any magical runes around them, or are they just kind of dust covered and
dust covered, but they are loaded.
Okay. I'll let everyone know about the handle for the portcullis and the fact that there are stairs down somewhere. I'm assuming that's what these are.
There are stairs up.
Oh, there's stairs up, and then about the ballista, and that they're loaded. And then I'll have Hemingway kind of scamper back out and go over to the other side, just for safety's sake.
Okay. So to the other side.
Yeah. I cannot express how much easier this game becomes with the familiar. It's whew.
It provides you with a sense of familiarity, doesn't it?
It's basically a mirror of the same layout.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just pretty much go relay that information from like where I am hugging my horse.
Well, it's a semi-mirrored layout.
Yeah, it's close to mirrored, but not quite exactly.
How tall are these arrow slits? I mean, how high up off the ground?
Um,
Like chest high or something? On a humanoid?
that is a good question.
What I'm wondering is, could I climb up the wall and, make my way sideways over to where the portcullis is? Above, avoiding the arrow slits and climbing above them.
Yeah, so they would be, um, they're not that high off the ground considering, that, uh, the ballistas behind them have to be manned by dwarves and they have to be able to see out. um, so they're a couple feet off the ground and then they're kind of like maybe about a foot wide or so. So, but like they're narrow, but and then maybe a couple feet tall, about 3 feet tall.
I am also able to turn someone into a gaseous form to be able to fly up there, in through the arrow slits, and appear on the other side if they want to.
Oh. Well, that would
I can only do that to one
certainly be another
person.
option.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how much strength is required to open it up, but I do know that it is on the possibility realm.
Well, I have no special skills in lockpicking or disarming traps, so perhaps is there someone else in our group that would be more suited to that?
Roger could possibly do it, although he can't really climb.
Oh, with gaseous form, all you have to do is think, and then you float in that direction. But it's very slow. It's so incredibly slow. But you'll get there.
Yeah, in about 3 weeks.
Well, you only move about 10 feet every so often. So not quite 3 weeks, but more like 3 days. Yeah, so it's 10 feet per round, which isn't like terrible. It's just kind of arduous. Though we're not in combat, so you just kind of pop up there.
Too slow. A faster approach.
But it's the only way to get into the arrow slits.
How long does your spell last?
Oh,
Diesel?
for an hour.
Oh.
Yeah, it's
Well, that should be enough time for Roderick to disarm those traps.
Sigh, fine, do it.
Hey, I reach out with my book and kind of just tap Roderick's shoulder with like the edge of the large golden inlaid book, and you start to just kind of turn into a mist form of yourself before completely just dismantling
And as,
into a cloud of mist on the ground.
And as Hazel did that, Sunio just ran across over to Hazel's shoulder. He just looks up at him and just looks at him and goes, "What have you done with my master?"
So yeah, now that you're in gaseous form, you can fly in any direction 10 feet per round, and I think you can come out of it whenever you choose to. It doesn't have to be on me. You can pass through small holes, narrow openings, and even mere cracks.
he immediately goes for here.
Okay. So, cloud form Roderick passes through the arrow slit.
I'll look at Isel and say, "You said there was winches on either side, right?"
Yes, that's the thing I'm kind of worried about.
Yeah, I have a bad feeling that there needs to be two people to raise the portcullis.
I mean, I can cast this twice once Roderick drops it, but I'd rather not.
And while they're talking, I presume that Roderick would have been getting out of his gaseous form, and he will give the attempt on the portcullis.
Okay. So if you come out of gaseous form inside there, the first thing you notice, aside from it being dark, is a stench kind of wafting, well, it wouldn't really be wafting, but lingering beneath the musty air. Kind of coming from up the stairs or beyond the door on the side there. Here.
What does the door look like? Is it the wooden, stone,
Door.
stone?
The door is made of thick, sturdy oak, reinforced with iron bands and fitted with iron hinges and handles.
Is the Before he goes towards the portcullis, he walks towards the door and he checks for traps.
Okay. Then give me an investigation check.
That's
12.
12.
Yep. There are no traps on the door.
Still concerned about the stench. He disobeys his own conscience. He goes towards the winch and he tries to turn it around, hoping the portcullis will open up.
All right. Please give me a athletics check or strength or just straight strength, whichever is better. And if you have any athletics, it would be applicable.
Oh, good lord, no. Oh, this is gonna suck. What was it, athletics or strength?
Athletics. Just make it athletics.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Or not.
12.
Not too bad.
On a minus
So-
one.
Yeah.
Hot diggity dog.
The winch is kind of rusty and it seems to kind of catch on the rust a bit. You're not really able to successfully move it very much. Like it kind of like starts to move a little bit, but it seems to like it the weight of the portcullis attached to the winch with it being rusty. Like, you're only able to like maybe lift it maybe like an inch or two.
Afterwards, say, would the ballista be close enough to block Roderick from going towards the, well, to say the window, per se, so that he could signal the others?
Oh, you would be able to kind of like clamber on or around the ballista to kind of like be able to talk out the window. That would be possible.
Okay. So, as he finds out how just rusty this winch is, he heavily sighs, turning around, looking towards the door before wandering to the ballista and subtle, like the slithers between it, and waves down to the party and goes, "I need some help. Somebody else gonna need to go to the other side. This winch is rusty, and I have a bad feeling about this." And he just goes back in and goes to the winch. Very cryptic.
I'll look at both Grace and Malik. So, which between the two of you would like to go? Or would you like to have an arm wrestling match to prove strength? Or I know that turning into a cloud and mist is a very fun possibility, but I don't want you to just lie to me straight up.
I'll look at Grace and go, "Bold parchment she is."
Strength is not my strong point. I am willing, but I am a bit less strong than the average human. So, but I'm willing if you think I would be better than you.
I doubt it. Either one of us, I think our strength score is the same.
We did not build a strength party. Let's just
No.
put it. We did not account for this
We
at all.
definitely did not build a strength party.
We are a sneak.
Yeah, my strength
And the
is 8,
storm
so I
took
have a
hoodie.
-1 on strength.
Yep. And
Yeah,
the storm took hoodie.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, okay, he froze.
Yeah, he froze.
Oh man.
Oh.
Well, at least he hasn't
That's
dropped
going to
out
make it
yet,
difficult.
which makes the cameras go all wonky on the stream.
Well, maybe he'll be back.
Hopefully he'll be back. Well then.
Well, can we just presume that he casts the gaseous form?
He's gone.
Yep, there he goes.
So
On one of us?
Well,
yes.
we could
Now
say
I-
that
or
just
We
for
will
the sake of
presume
it.
that. Hold on, I will see if I can.
Oh, well, we can just presume that, for the sake of argument, that Malik will go ahead. And that was Echo Alpha trying to cosplay as Iso Moldiv with very limited success.
Need to just swap. And then
Okay, he's spoken in Discord. He's never out for more than an hour to half hour here. So this gaseous form spell, is it homebrew or is it
No.
something?
Nope.
It's a standard spell.
No, I think
Oh.
it's a regular PHP spell.
Yep.
It is?
Mm-hmm.
And of course, if it belongs within her massive library, you can check it out. I presume.
Yep, 3rd level transmutation. Duration concentration up to an hour.
The things to learn in D&D, folks.
There's a lot of spells.
Yep.
The day I can move to my new home and start saving cash and perhaps spend some to buy some D&D books. Ah!
Okay, I think I fixed the cams.
For now.
Yeah, for now. Alright, so we are going with the presumption that Isol would be gaseous forming Malik? Is that the course of action that we were...
I think so.
Okay. and then the gaseous form Malik will go over into the left side.
So I'll float over here.
Oh, yeah. I suppose Roderick should be over there by that one.
And I will... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, does it look like there's any mechanism, since the ballistas are not being used? I could go up to the portcullis and just see if there's anywhere that I could drop oil, since the mechanism is a little rusty, and see if I could help from this side at all. Is there anywhere I could dribble some oil in, or is it just...
Yeah, because it would kind of have to be like by the portcullis itself is just like the stone walls, and then it will be connected to chains up above. So I'm just trying to understand.
Okay, so there's nothing I can do.
Not
That's fine.
really there. Like, I mean, like you could maybe try and like lift the portcullis as they're trying to move the winches.
Mm-hmm. Sure, I may as well try.
All right. In that case, then, all three of you give me athletics checks.
All right, Roderick, on 3. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Then I'll start doing the thing.
1.
Well, so Malik and I did all right.
Yeah. So Malik's able to kind of
Roderick apparently sprained his wrist or something.
No, I just broke my ankle again.
Malik's able to get his moving kind of past catching on some of the rust, and as he starts to get his moving, then it starts to make it easier also on Roderick's side, and so he's able to like at least kind of like move it a little bit, somewhat, and so then the two efforts together combined with then also Grace trying to lift it up, manages to get the portcullis up to about 5 feet, at which point then it starts to like you're at least able to hold it there for a brief moment.
Well, 5 feet is plenty of room for me and Isel to duck underneath it, and so I guess proceed here and see
Yep.
what's up with these doors.
Okay. Alright. Main doors.
Probably going off script for a moment, but making traps, what category of tools would that go under?
Making traps?
Yeah, for setting traps and making them. Because I assume that being an assassin or rogue, I would have the ability to do that, wouldn't I?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But why would you want to make a trap in a place where we're going to send all the townspeople?
Just a thought.
I think it depends on the trap.
Yeah, it would depend on the kind of trap, I think.
Like maybe a carpenter's kit if it's like a crossbow trap, or an alchemist kit if it's like a acid trap. while Roderick's trying to figure out how to make traps, I'm going to go over this door and see if it's unlocked.
Okay, so
And no, Roderick's not going to be sending traps. He's just going to be just thinking about the door for a moment, but it keeps it carries on and walks down the hall just to look around before potentially thinking about going up the stairs or through the door.
okay, so
If I
As-
remember correctly, Shadowed said that the stench was coming from upstairs, right?
well, beyond
I-
really, beyond the doors and from upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was behind this door.
Yep. Well, so similarly on this side as well.
On my side?
Yeah.
Over here?
Yep.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. So,
Roderick, that's one person's luck, so we just want to be certain.
Malik will press his luck.
thieves' tools.
Oh yeah.
Under thieves' tools, it does say set a trap. Just as you can disable traps, you can also set them. As part of a short rest, you can create a trap using items you have on hand. So you would have to have
remember such.
you would have to have items to create some kind of trap, and that uses a short rest, so at least 1 hour. For future reference, at least.
Thank you for the info, Shadowed Master.
Okay, so that door is unlocked while there is no lock on it. So I assume that you wish to open the door.
Yes. Yeah, I want to creak the door open, see what's in there. Ooh, hallway.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, a long hallway.
Well, you know what to say about long hallways.
They take a long time to walk down?
I don't know. What do they say?
There's always something spooky just around the corner. Just ask Leon Scott Kennedy from Resident Evil 4.
All right. So, rest of the party, what are you doing?
Roderick is gonna go up the stairs this time. So
Up the stairs.
I'm investigating this door to see if I can get it open.
Okay. Right. Main doors.
well, I'm imagining that Isle just he has his legs crossed and he just hovers around while reading the book. Almost like take World of Warcraft's levitation spell. Just cross legs and glued face to the book.
So the main
Right,
doors.
He has cast his 2 spells and he just says, You guys figure this out. Let me know when you're ready.
You guys figure this out. And just let me know when you're ready.
So these are heavy double doors that seem to be barred from the inside. So getting through them, you'd probably have to try and break down the doors, which will create a lot of noise and might take a while.
Yeah, I'm going to wait and hope that Malak can let us in. I don't think I'm going to bruise my shoulder and by just trying to break down this door.
Oh, come on. Her name is Grace.
I will
She has
listen,
Grace.
however. I will listen I will focus all my attention on listening for footsteps or rustling or whatever that I don't think should be there.
Okay.
And I'll also smell,
Yes.
sniff.
So, give
Well,
me
I would
a.
imagine that the tabaxis has a strong sense of smell. They know when they smell something bad or anything.
Yeah, give me a perception
That
check.
did, yes. That does enhance my perception. Here we go. But that's already built in.
14.
Not bad. 14.
So, you are able to tell that the stench that's kind of like lurking under the musty air seems to be the stench of rotting flesh.
Hmm. Well, since Malak is traveling down a hallway and and Roderick is climbing stairs, I don't think there's anyone I can really tell except Isel, who is wrapped up in his book. So, but at least I know.
Okay.
And so I'll just wait and listen.
Okay. Reveal areas.
I want to know what Roderick sees upstairs.
Yeah.
I wonder the same thing.
So,
Didn't think you were splitting the party 3 ways, did you, Shadow?
no. Roderick starts to wander up these stairs. Roderick, give me a perception check.
Roger.
Ooh, that's a
22.
good one.
All right. So as you start to climb the stairs, you notice in the darkness above, in your dark vision, that there seem to be white lines going back and forth across the top of the stairs, and there's skittering sounds up there. So this is while you're still on the stairs. Do you wish to continue up?
Yes.
All right.
Although while he walks slowly up the stairs, he pulls out his daggers.
Okay. So when you reach
Into assassination mode.
the top of the stairs,
Is a
boy.
big white monkey. Oh fuck!
There are some giant spiders
Oh,
lurking
shit.
in the room up here.
Great.
Give me a stealth check.
That's just gonna go to hell in a short basket.
I want to see if they have noticed you yet or not.
13.
You're gonna have to fight 3 spiders by yourself.
So this is my evening,
Yeah.
folks.
So
I played Fallout 4, then I went to do some Tesso, and now I'm doing medieval Fallout 4, fighting against giant spiders. Well, my life's fulfilled.
I'm going to say that you've not yet touched any of their webs, and they have not noticed you yet. But as soon as you touch a web, or like start to like try and move around in this room, they will notice you.
Well, so this basically screwed either way. Well, great.
Well, I imagine if you retreated down the staircase, you would face at most one at a time if they came after you. Because the stairs would be restricted.
Yeah, you could bottleneck them. Although they haven't noticed you yet, you could just creep back down the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna gonna try and stealth his way back the stairs.
Probably a wise idea.
There's no webs. Just notice them, pull out his daggers, and just walk slowly, just following the lines. Then it's all the spiders, and just stop. No, and you just turn around.
Give me another stealth check, please.
Oh, please, let it work. Please, please.
Yeah, 17. You were able to
hell yeah.
sneak back down the stairs.
Even more quietly back down the stairs.
Without...
All I picture in my head is Roderick doing the Grandpa Simpson thing where he walked into the brothel and Bart is there and he just walks right back around and goes out again.
Right.
Dude.
Doobie doobie doo.
Alright, so you were able to successfully sneak back down the stairs without alerting the spiders to your presence.
Function. Thank you. Good.
While he's doing that, I'm going to walk down this hallway. I'm going to take a notice of this door and realize that that's further away from where everybody else is. And then keep walking down here to this door. I want to see if this one is unlocked.
Okay. Please hold while I determine something here.
Problem.
The line you're calling is on hold.
So
Please hold.
I'm going to get you to rewind a little bit. When you stopped back up here,
Up in this area?
it was around here, right? You made a stop
Yeah, was
by
there?
that door and that arrow slit.
Wait, which one? I was zoomed in. I didn't see where you were pinging.
Does that show up?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, when you stopped around there, I will get you to make a perception check for me, please.
All right. I can do that. That would be a 22.
Nice.
Ah, yes. So, from down beyond over this way, you were able to hear kind of a low growling and slobbering, and the stench of rotting flesh is growing much stronger.
Well, this fortress has everything on the table tonight.
I would like to sneak over to here and look around this corner.
Okay.
And just 26 stealth.
Ah, good.
But a little off character question, Shadow. Would you be able to continue with just two people?
It would be pretty hard. Are you looking to leave pretty soon?
Oh, just checking. I'm gonna be here for another roughly half hour.
Okay.
If that is the 30 minutes mark, I think.
Yep.
Okay, yep. So half hour, 45 minutes.
Okay. If Hoodie's not back by then I'll imagine I'll probably wind up just calling it for the end of the session, because trying to continue with just the two would probably not, like, it might be feasible, but it wouldn't. It's not the greatest.
I mean, we could do a short run tomorrow night or something if everyone's good with that. But well, no, not tomorrow night, because I'm getting my second shot tonight.
We'll be playing again on Saturday. So
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I think we will
Prime
just
time,
wrap it up
folks.
if we don't get
Either
Hoodie back.
8 or 9 o'clock EDT, right after GOG D&D wrap up on Storm King's Thunder. We hope.
All right. So
What?
you see 4 ghouls kind of hunched over and like together in the center of this room.
You say ghoul, but that does not look like
In
a
the
ghoul.
center of this room? The one he's looking around the corner of?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, those tokens right there.
Well, that's not good. Oh, I see. Yeah.
How much do I know about ghouls?
Oh. That'd be I don't know if that's really a nature check, survival check.
I'd imagine you learn a little bit more since you ate that god awful puck bacon.
I mean, Ranger probably should know something. Like, you would know that they're undead that eat flesh. You would definitely know
More looking to
at least that much.
more looking at like, could I take the 4 of them by myself?
Maybe if you avoided being hit. Give me.
Well, that's kind of the goal. I mean,
You'd have to be pretty lucky.
Yeah. Give me a nature check to see if you know a specific thing about ghouls.
13. Probably not.
Yeah, I'd say that's enough.
Okay.
You would know that they have a toxin under their claws that is potentially can cause paralysis.
Holy shit. Okay. Are they all they're all like, which way are they facing? Are they facing this door over here?
They're kind of facing each other, like in a circle.
This is starting to sound like the worst encounter we have ever had since we started the campaign.
Let's see.
Well, maybe we should have looked harder for a back door, but
Yeah, right.
you 2 guys are stuck inside now, so I don't think East will have 2 more spell slots to pull you out, 2 more 3rd level spell slots to pull you out of there. Well, maybe I should try and break the door down.
You know what? I am going to.
Yeah, so like our Grace and Isel are kind of just chilling, right? Waiting to see if Roderick and Malik report back and about a way to get through the doors or get in.
Right, we're hoping that they can just let us in through this door.
Okay.
Waiting to hear back from them.
I'm going to try to sneak by these guys through this door.
Oh boy. Okay. Give me a stealth check.
Oh.
All right, here we go. Oh, Jesus. Well, that's not good.
Oh no. Use your
Well,
inspiration.
Oh yeah.
the bardic
That's
inspiration,
That's
right?
that's D8.
right. So it'd be just 1d8.
Yep.
It isn't the bardic
So
inspiration. I think
19.
whenever Trifid, is it the bardic inspiration or is it something else?
The what?
Yeah, that's the bardic inspiration.
Yeah, Bardic. Mm-hmm.
No.
I specifically said before we
Yeah.
started,
Yeah, I know.
as we came up to this fortress, that
Yeah.
I was giving everybody inspiration.
Right.
I just, for some reason, keep thinking about it as something else than bardic, as in BARDIC. It's my brain. I beg your pardon.
So 19. Um, you're able to get over to the door, and as the door, wait, which way is that door supposed to open?
Can't really tell from the illustration.
No.
I would imagine we'll pull towards the ghouls if it is a big hall.
I fucking hope not.
Fortunately, I think Echo is correct. Yeah, so you're able to slink over to the doors without them noticing you so far. And then as you're able to start opening the door, kind of pulling in towards you, there's a brief moment of that you think that, like, one of them might have heard the door open, but you're able to sneak in through the cracked open door and close it behind you, and you think that they didn't notice.
Oh boy. That bardic inspiration was clutch.
Is there a bar on this side?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah.
This side of this door look like?
As you're kind of catching your breath, after closing the door, you think you hear the kind of growling and slobbering of a ghoul on the other side of the door, but they're not very smart. It just kind of it then seems to move away from the door again. That sound.
Is there handles on this side of the door?
Yes.
I'm going
There
to
were handles on both sides.
I'm going to take my like handles like a coffee cup type handle or like a doorknob type handle.
Doors. Yeah, iron coffee cup style handles.
I am gonna take my my short sword, not the one with the arcane focus in it, but the other one, just a regular mundane sword, and I'm gonna slip it in between the two handles, so it kind of locks the door from this side.
And just to interrupt for a second, that we have Miss Gan Eden has redeemed the Arvenant inspiration.
Oh man. Anyone?
Thank you, Ganinian.
Yeah, thank you.
We are apparently okay at the moment, but we may well
Also
need one.
known as I don't recall the character's name on the Emerald campaign, but she was part of the Emerald campaign before they had to go on
and Arv
hiatus.
shows up. Hello, Arv. I was just about to...
Hey, Arv. Hey, Ganeden.
I was wondering if those were still available, actually. I wasn't sure if those were, but I assume so, since...
And Arven, don't you fret. I will get back on the quill tomorrow. I'm just sorting stuff out, whatever.
Well, if Ganeden does not use inspiration tonight, there will be plenty of opportunities this weekend during ArvCon, the charity fundraiser convention that we're doing to raise money for the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I assume that all is Malik's turn, and are we back to me or Roderick yet?
Yes. Yeah.
And we are still no word from Hoodie yet, so let's continue.
While they're doing that, I'm gonna have a mild heart attack.
Well, we had a heart attack last
Oh.
session for that poor town master, so I guess they're in style.
I'd like to roll for heart palpitations, please.
Roll, charge! And yes, it's gonna be a blast. TTRPGs, concerts, giveaways. Oh my! As if once my heart.
I. All right. Well, maybe I'll just let Arv deal with that if he's around and able to.
Arv, we got work. Go, do, work, now.
All right. So, Grace and Isol at the doors.
Do I hear any of this ghoulish growling? Let me do another perception roll.
Yeah, give me a
That's
perception
all
check.
I'm doing, just waiting here for someone to let me in. Since I am not someone who can break down a door. I mean, I guess I could cast Thunderwave if I if I wanted to, but
A 19. I don't think
that's not
from
necessary.
so from your current position, I don't think. Yeah, a 19 is not quite enough to actually be able to hear anything from the inside, except for maybe
Right,
Roderick
through all those
coming
stone
back
walls
down.
or brick walls.
Yeah, stone walls.
Okay.
It would be about now
Well,
that.
then I will just continue to wait.
Okay, it would be about now that Roderick would come back down the stairs. So, you might you could perhaps hear him coming down the stairs, or well, the very light noise of
hell no, it's a stink
shuffling feet on coming from that side.
I'm a Lightfoot, remember?
Yeah, actually, I will ready the spell Thunderwave just in case I hear screams or sounds of battle.
Okay. Roderick, is there anything that specific you'd like to do after having come back down the stairs after you spotted those spiders and were like, nope?
Open this door as quietly as humanly, elementally possible.
Okay.
Aura. Let's see. Yes, I know how handsome he is.
So a long hallway going down, and you think you maybe see a break in the wall right around here, and of course it opens up into a larger room down there.
So as he walks into the hallway and slightly down, he pauses for a moment. And can I do a perception check, or is it an investigation check, or is it a check to just a check for or spot any traps or any markings or whatsoever on the walls?
If you want to actively look for traps, that's an investigation check. Otherwise, if you're just trying to like take in your surroundings, that's perception.
Taking his surroundings, yeah.
If you're taking your surroundings, that's just perception.
Okay. Can I roll perception for it?
Okay.
$21.
All right. 21.
Nice.
Though I have to say, I know I rolled a 1 earlier, but I wasn't surprised it didn't show as a critical fail. Just saying.
Mm. I think it's because it's still doing. Or I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that. Oh no, because
That's
it was
because you rolled a
the
2 and you
two.
have a -1.
Yeah, that's what it was. I just noticed that.
How lucky me.
All right. So, as you go down, the hallway, taking in your surroundings, um, you do not notice any kind of like trace of anything that might be like traps. But again, as you go down the hallway, there is a growing stench of rotting flesh. But you don't hear anything really off in the distance yet. It's just the growing stench. And if you come to this little break in the wall here,
Yeah, it's gonna pause and lean against the wall and look.
there is a narrow tunnel that looks like it has been kind of dug out. Where did that go?
How narrow are we talking? Like too narrow for a human?
So yeah, this tunnel looks like it has been dug, and it's rubble strewn, and it's about 2 feet wide and 5 feet high.
Yeah, that's a bit too small for Roderick.
Well,
I mean, you
you'd
could
be
probably crawl, but why would you want to?
yeah. You could
Not
fit.
a good idea by yourself.
Yeah, you could fit, but it would be tight.
Yeah. As much as he wants to, he just continue on and stop at the edge of the wall here. Just around here.
Okay. And then with that,
And I believe, say, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Yeah, I think I've spent all my movement points too.
you see that the rest of this chamber um, has a ceiling that collapsed and has left most of the eastern half of this chamber strewn with debris. Now I will switch back over to Malik, who's in the big hall. So this is a big old hall with a 40-foot high ceiling, and there's these 4 stone pillars. There's a thick layer of dust on the floor. There are double doors also on the other side and down at the south end of the room.
So after I get done hyperventilating,
Yeah.
I will use my sense of direction to know that Grace and Isel are probably over in this direction.
Yep.
So I'm gonna go over here and see if I can open this door.
Okay. So there is a heavy wooden bar that has been set in holders on this side of the door that you're on. You would be able to remove the bar, but setting it down might make more noise than you maybe would want to. So you might want to be careful.
All right. Well, I'll give it a shot, and I will try to be careful.
Okay. So I will say for this, give me both athletics and a dexterity check.
Cool.
Kind of a combination check here for
X is 10. and a dex check.
So if you just click the dexterity label. All right.
Dex 21.
Oh,
All
that's
right.
better.
So you are able
Maybe
to.
that makes up for it.
So you are able to get a hold of this large, heavy wooden bar, lift it up over
Just barely.
the holders, and then you're able to kind of just ever so slightly and lightly set down the far end of it, and then like maneuver however you want to kind of set it down on the floor without making too much noise.
I will do
Yay.
that, and then I will.
Excellent rolling.
I will slowly open this door, and I'll do the to Grace and Easel.
Be very, very quiet. We're hunting something.
All right, so you're able to let them in.
Since Isel is reading, I will pat his shoulder and, make the sign for quiet. So, in we go. And I assume Malak is going to whisper about the ghouls to us.
So, Malak,
There's,
what do you?
there's a bunch of ghouls over in a room over there. I think Easel is over on. Roderick is over on that side. If that side is anything like this one, there might be ghouls over there too, so we might want to go help him out.
Well, let's wait to do anything until we can get together with Roderick. Perhaps we should move over to this other door and see how he is doing. So I move over and listen at this door.
And I will follow.
Okay.
So that's a decent perception roll at 14. But Roderick is probably being pretty sneaky, so I might not hear him.
Yeah, Roderick, how sneaky are you being?
Just give me a moment. He has been absolutely very sneaky. While he is going to is doing try to open the door here.
All right. So Grace and Malik come up to the door, and they're like listening at the door, and then the door opens.
Hello.
So how do you react, Grace, with the door just suddenly opening in front of you, opening outward away from you?
Yes.
I doubt I'm surprised.
How are you reacting?
I think I would just caution him to be quiet. The same way as we're doing to everybody. Be quiet. Be quiet.
Okay. So it's just kind of like,
What's on your side?
Yeah, Roderick, what was in that room over there? On that side.
so yeah, Roderick, when you open the door and you see them, do you go through the door and join them, or are you just kind of like holding the door open?
No, he just opened the door and just he looks with a big smirk, and he just goes, "Have you learned anything?"
Yeah, there's a bunch of ghouls on that side. What's on this side?
A whole lot of spiders. And 2 little pigeons. And some narrow paths. And this big rubble behind me.
Did you kill all the spiders?
Hell no! Have you seen the size of them? They're immense.
Well, now that we're all together, maybe we should start taking care of some of these.
Yes, well.
And to interrupt the stream, we have a raid by Bitterman, as I may have requested. So hello, Bitterman and people. Welcome to the channel to D&D with the Shadow Crew, the best D&D group on the internet.
Welcome, Raiders. I don't know if I really have anything else to say because Echo said it.
Yeah. But yes, this is our
Hello and
channel.
welcome, Raiders.
Focuses on story and narrative, gaming, and a bunch of other games. And we're doing Dragon Ball Icespire Peak. We are in day 8. Now we're far away.
No, we're on day 25.
Yeah. Day 25. And this weekend is a special weekend because it is going to be ARFCon 2021, the 7th ARFCon featuring. We're going to try for the goal of 2,500 to support the Daniel Cancer Research Foundation. And it's going to be a whole lot of shenanigans. It's going to be tabletop role playing on Friday nights and on Saturday afternoon and evening, and Sunday and Monday EDT. If you want to know more about it, just type in !! calendar. If you want to know more about ARFCon, type in !! If you want to know more about the channel, type in ! ARV thing. That's ARV things. And if you want to know more about us in particular on this crew, just type in ! Shadow Crew. And if you want to know more about our characters, just type in ! Shadow Characters. From top to bottom, you have our beloved Shadow Mage, who is the moderator of this channel, and the Dungeon Master. Right below him is Rock God, who is Malak Almaron, and he is the one who's going to be sponsoring a prize for the top donator of ARFCon this year. And below that is moi, Shadow Cares, CHARS, Dr. Poopies. I do love the name Dr. Poopy. It's just a proper good poopy name. I do applaud your creativity there. Let's see, where was I? Below Rock God, that's me, Echo Alpha _ X5, Oddball Extraordinaire, Clipaholic, Cinemaholic, and yeah, that's it. And below me is the very gracious and lovely journalist by day, but podcaster by night, Triffid E. Mats, who is quite Stargate fan, but so am I. And I hope you are enjoying yourselves and will stick around while the stream carries on.
While we get into a fight. Stick around while we get into a fight.
Yes, it's going to be... It is
right, just to clue in the Raiders on what we've been doing. We're exploring an abandoned dwarven mining operation, I believe. And on one side, we've found some ghouls that Malak, our ranger, was luckily able to avoid and sneak past. On the upper floors, there were giant spiders. And to
yes, they call it the mine. A mine.
Right, to the other side something has been making tunnels and leaving rubble, and we don't know what that is yet. Our purpose here is to clear out this whole thing so that the town of Fandolin can come and shelter here from the dragon of Icespire Peak, which has been menacing it. So, I guess we need to decide which threat we want to go up against next.
just to make a little note here. Arvin's 3 campaigns of recent few years now has been Rise of Tiamat, Storm King's Thunder, and now Dragon of Icespire Peak. All 3 contains dragons. Arvin, do you have a fascination with dragons? I gotta ask, because man, you and dragons, I don't know. But
Well,
2 different
dragons are cool, you have to admit. All right, well, as Grace, I believe, I'm not sure which is the greatest threat, but I would like to know at least what we are facing from the digging creatures. We know where the ghouls are, and they seem to be contained for the moment with that bar across the door. We know where the spiders are, but I don't like the idea of these tunneling creatures, whatever they may be, whether they are just creatures or people of some sort. I'm most curious about what they are and what threat they pose. So my vote would be for exploring to the east.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because, like you said, the ghouls aren't going to get through that door. And if, from what I understand from Roderick, the spiders are upstairs, they're not going to come down here. So yeah, why don't we take a look around here?
More concerned about the narrow path. And he points up towards the hallway, and you can see a little rubble there on the floor. I don't know, someone's menacing about it. With the spiders above, I don't know, there's something menacing going on here. The stench, too. It's reek.
Malak, could you go look at that tunnel and see if you can figure out with your ranger skills what kind of creature might have made the tunnel?
Yeah, I'll take a look at it. Let's see. Would be investigation, Shadow?
Yeah.
Or nature?
Actually, my investigation is better than my nature, so.
No. Okay.
So that would have been even worse. 13. Can I tell what kind of creature made this tunnel?
So from some of the scratch marks in the rubble, they look like finger-sized marks. Your best guess would probably be that maybe some, if there are other ghouls around Axholm, that perhaps that they dug this tunnel.
Yee.
So I'll walk back here
And if you poked your head in that tunnel a little bit, that you would notice that the tunnel, after it kind of like curves around a little bit, that it actually starts to slope upwards. That maybe that it came from above.
So I'll say to Grace, now, to me it looks like, I don't know if a ghoul did that or if a person did that, but it looks like it was done with hands. I'm not really sure. It kind of looked like it went upstairs. So I would say maybe we should check these other tunnels first. And I'll walk over here and
Agreed. I think that would be best.
I'll look down here, see what I can see.
Okay.
And I'll look down this way. Look and smell and listen.
So
I'm just gonna go have a look at the door down here.
okay. just a regular unlocked door. This section that Malik and Grace are inspecting. So there is a lot of rubble and debris, so it would count as difficult terrain. There doesn't really seem to be anything up towards the north where Malik is looking. It's just debris and what was once part of a hall. The ceiling had kind of partially collapsed, causing most of this debris. Because I don't think. Yeah, it's there isn't like a hole up to the next level or anything. It just kind of is like stone that collapsed and is now causing debris. Grace, looking down the more southern part of this rubble and debris, gets there's the stench that is probably associated with the ghouls seems to be coming stronger from the south.
Hmm.
I got nothing over here. What do you got over there?
Very well. The tunnel seems to continue, and this foul stench appears to be a little stronger this way. So I think there may well be something, perhaps ghouls, perhaps something else, but in this direction.
Take a look then, right?
I think we should explore a little further down this way.
Suddenly, a foul stench. I'll have a look at this door.
Yeah, you want to open the door?
Yeah, but first, does the door look similar to the one that opened earlier? The one leading to the hallway.
Yep.
Okay, then it's just gonna open up.
Okay.
Take a risk this time. Ooh.
It is an empty 15-foot square room. Only dust.
And it turns towards Cecil and goes, well, Cecil, want to remain here or you want to come along with one of us?
I think
if Esau were here, he would probably pulse his crown of greed and see if there were any treasure inside that little room.
Hmm.
Aha, yes, that is a good point.
Yeah. Although I think he will actually remain behind to avoid getting into any danger at all.
Just to explain to the raiders, our player Esau, our character Esau, played by Hoodie, is unfortunately knocked out by thunderstorms this evening. So he is
Actually,
not with
it
us.
is from what has been told on the Discord, it's apparently equipment damage, so it may not be related to the storm, but he is still not with us, which is sad because he has a lovely setup and he's very purple, to say the least. But yeah, it is Hoodie, also known as no quarter underscore TV.
Mm-hmm.
Good streamer. Everyone here is a good peep, and we should all definitely check everybody out.
The only streamer out of all of us, isn't he?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but yeah. But I think Izzy will actually remain behind just to avoid any danger at all.
Yeah, of course he would.
Yeah.
But Grace is also right. He would also pulse the crown of greed to see if there was anything
Yeah,
in that.
of course. Come on, his greed is so heck. And he invented the goddamn book skin. For those who don't know, our Isel Molliv is one heck of a book nerd, and he hoards them by the miles of books. True fact.
So Shadow, did Isel detect anything in that room?
I'm determining. So nothing in that room.
Unless you can dust this treasure.
Well, then I believe we should explore this tunnel to the south. So I am going to sneak down this way. So I guess I'll roll stealth. And then I will roll perception. If assuming nothing attacks me at the moment, I will roll perception after that.
Yeah, I'll go right behind her. Also sneaking.
First.
Ooh.
Stealth. There we go. Okay. Stealth.
Woohoo! That's a stealth.
Nice. Very, very sneaky Malik. Not so sneaky Grace, but
S.T.A.L.K.E.R stalker style. Jeez.
Alright, so assuming nothing jumps out at us, perception of 16.
And as it's snuggled about, cue the IMF tune. Dun 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 dun.
So you notice that right here is a smashed open door. You're able to kind of see that around there. And from beyond that opening where this smashed door is many sounds of growling and hissing and slobbering, and the stench is, except for like the strongest that Grace has smelled it, Malik would have noticed it much stronger when he snuck by the ghouls on the other side. So it is the stench of ghouls.
Has Malik shared his information about, he thinks that they have paralysis with me?
No, I wouldn't have thought to do that.
Okay, so let me just do a nature check and see what I know about ghouls.
As bad a timing as it is, I may have to close it up for the night for me.
I hit it twice by mistake, but hopefully we can take the first one, so 20.
Okay.
So presumably I also know that ghouls can cause paralysis?
Yes. That is something that you would be familiar with.
In that case, I'm going to ready Fireball.
Oh shit.
Okay.
And
you say you're sneaky, but good lord.
Well, it's a tunnel, but hopefully I can direct it adequately that it doesn't blow back on us.
Ladies and gentlemen, the grace of the refreshing breeze is pulling a gunfire. So, stand back.
If anyone has any better suggestions, I'm willing to hear them. But I would like to open with a strong attack against these creatures. Because we have to do it. We have to attack them to clear out this place. And so, yeah, I would like to go hard at them.
That's a good idea, but I think maybe we should get a little closer to what exactly we're working.
Right, I'm readying it. I'm not casting it yet.
and so that Malik and possibly Roderick can join. Well, Roderick can join while Malik prepares.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Broderick and Isel also to join us.
Yeah, I'm gonna move back here and just motion to those guys. Like,
Yeah.
come on. And move back down here again.
All right. So.
Right. So I will sneak a little further. Right up to here. Oops. Here. See if I can look around the corner and see what we are facing. Do you want me to do another stealth roll?
Yes, please.
Okay. I can might as well do a stealth roll myself. Actually.
Before we get into this,
I'm gonna use that.
How are you doing on time?
Half the dash. Sorry.
All right.
I'm gonna use my 22 stealth to make it over to here, or actually, right there.
Okay.
Yeah, and Roderick's gonna slither over here, and I'm sorry, peeps, but I don't want to miss the stand appointment, and it's gonna be in about 7 hours and 35 minutes from now.
All right. Yeah, understandable. So it was nice having you join us for this portion, Echo.
Thank you.
And we'll see you for ArfCon on the weekend.
You will
On
continue.
Saturday.
You will continue on 2 players?
Saturday night.
I might just kind of set a scene and then maybe, I don't know. I'd be hesitant to try and open up the initiative, but if Grace is casting a fireball, it's possible.
Well, I'll leave it for you folks to decide, and I'm just
All
gonna
right.
have to head on out of here. So,
Right.
a pleasure as always.
All right.
And we shall see you all for AFCON this weekend, of course.
All right.
Unless you're all eaten by these ghouls. If so, well, it was nice playing with you. Until next time, this is Echo Alpha signing off. And you can find me on Twitter and on, Twitter at Echo_Alpha_X5. And I'll be back here on AFCON this Saturday on prime time.
All right. Catch you later,
And
Echo.
now, toodaloo, and stay safe, and vaccinate, and BLM, and help now.
Yep. Thank you.
Good night, Echo.
Good night. All right.
All right. So, do we want to try to take out this room of ghouls with a fireball and with some arrows from you, Malak, or do we want to just stop for the night? Does chat feel strongly about this? Do they want to see a fireball?
I would say it's up to Shadowed, but I'm pretty confident that me and you could take out all these ghouls.
I mean, definitely it's up to Shadowed, but I'm willing to go on. But I think that, assuming that we can take them all out, that we should stop after that and not explore any further.
I'm just trying to fix the cameras a little bit.
Sure.
I want to see what your fireball does to these things. Although I don't know if ghouls are fire resistant or if they're
I don't think so.
if
but
they're
I'm
if they're undead, then maybe are they susceptible to fire?
well, they're not mummies. I think mummies are susceptible to fire. I'm not sure if ghouls are one way or the other. I don't think they're resistant particularly.
You know, it doesn't like fire ice dragons. So this fireball
I mean,
might come
I'm
in
pretty
handy.
sure that Fireball would be more effective than my other area effect spell, Thunderwave. So that's why I was planning to do Fireball. But
Don't you have a sleep spell too?
I do, but I don't think you can sleep undead, can you?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Fiddling with OBS. Alright. I think I got it.
Yep, that looks good to me.
So, let me do some analysis here. Fireball. Whoops. So fireball is 8d6 fire damage.
How big of an area is that?
20-foot radius. So 40-foot diameter.
Damn.
Yeah. That, yeah. So the fire from a fireball does spread out to consume as much area of that 40 feet. Like if it's contained, it will spread out. So I guess also keep that in mind. So if
Are we gonna get a backdraft through here?
You will.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah, it like you have to be able to see the point that you want to cast it at, but in order to see into this room, then to cast it, it will come back out through the doorway for the effects of the fireball spell. So at least Grace might get caught in her own spell in that case.
I'm just gonna move back here.
So, Grace, would you still want to proceed with that plan? Because I think that if you do cast that fireball, there's a good chance. Yeah, I'd say there's probably at least a 50% chance that you wipe them all out in one go.
But you're gonna get caught in it.
Yeah. Oh, sound is gone? Is she muted or something? Uh-oh.
Yeah, she's muted. Trevor, you're muted. Did you mute her? Oh, there she is.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I didn't hit mute, so I don't know what my computer was doing with me. But anyway, yes, I was thinking that I could cast Fireball and then jump back from the entrance, and hopefully my dex saving throw and luck, if necessary, would save me from being burned. But if Malak talks me into just doing Thunder Wave instead, I could do I could do that and just be a little more prudent.
Oh, I'm not going to talk you into that. I'm going to talk you into the fireball.
All right, so that's what I'm going to do then. I'm going to cast Fireball and then jump back and hope that my dexterity saves me.
All right.
So, all right.
Also,
so go ahead and do that.
Also, when I came back this way, I would have liked to drag Rock with me.
Right, you two will both definitely be out of the way,
Yeah.
and we'll see what happens.
All right. So 8d6.
So I hit. There we go. All right. So, like I said, I was casting it over here. Do you want me to go ahead and do my own dexterity save?
Sure, please.
Okay, just a second. Dex.
Ooh, nice.
That should be good enough.
Beats 15.
So there's 5 of them, and they get.
Now, mind you, that would be half damage, but since I'm on the fringes of the effect, hopefully I would only take, not a whole lot of damage from that. So
3,
yes.
4. That's half damage would be 17. So, yeah, if you're right on the edge of it, I'd be willing to let it slide down to say 12 damage.
8,
8.
12.
I don't know. I'm trying to cut the difference.
Whatever you
here.
say, it's up to you. Cut the difference at 10 points.
Sure.
So I am down from 43 to 33.
And the ghouls.
I just marked that on my character sheet.
Now,
3,
the question
5,
is how
7, 11, 13.
they all failed.
They all failed. They all instantly incinerate.
Holy shit.
Yes. All right. Well, if we're out of combat, then I will cast healing word on myself.
Yeah, they all just instantly go up in flames.
After I see the flash of fire come through here, I'm going to run down here, and right there, and knock an arrow and point it towards where they were. I'm going to pull it back and be looking around and going, where'd they go? I'll slide it back. I'll put the arrow back in my quiver. Sling the bow back around my shoulder. Well done then.
All right. So I am now. Thank you. I am now down 1 third level spell and 1 first level spell. But let's see. I got 8 healing back, so that brings me up back to almost full hit points. Maybe the next batch, I'll just go down to Thunder Wave and save myself a little pain.
What happened?
Right, so that brings me back up to 41 hit points. Okay, and with that, since I believe we're not going to try exploring any more of this place with lacking 2 of our party members. I mean, I guess we can look around this room and make sure there's nothing hidden in the rubble. Isel can pulse his little crown of reed again. But
Yeah.
I believe that should be it for the action tonight, yes?
Yes. I'll just read this one description. I'll read it again next time, but I'll just read it for you anyway. You're able to see that this chamber was once a shrine, as evidenced by wall carvings that depict dwarves carrying censers and observing religious rites. However, the eastern section of the room, where the ghouls were, has collapsed, filling the area with rubble. Gnawed bones scattered among the debris are the remains of a number of dwarves.
Aww.
And with that,
Okay.
since Hoodie's power has not come back and Echo has left for the night, I guess we will call it there.
All right. Well, we've made a good start, at least.
Yep.
I mean, I feel good about that.
Yeah.
Even though my tabaxi friend is a little singed fur, but other than that,
Alright, so I think we have a good setup for things to go on from for our ArvCon session on Saturday night.
oh, it's gonna be
Right.
all
We
fighting.
should be able to get back into action again pretty fast on Saturday.
Yep.
And that'll be a nice, exciting start.
Oh yeah, that'll be an action packed session right there. We gotta go through and kill all these things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's right. Well, I guess for anyone who came in late, we should again mention ArvCon is this weekend, starting Friday night, with Emberwind, I believe. No, Esper Genesis, I
Yep.
think.
Esper Genesis on Friday.
Right.
And then Saturday,
Right. And
it starts off with an interview with the scientists. And then it
at 11:30 a.m. Eastern.
yes, and then it moves on to ArvCon schedule.
Adventures in Middle Earth. And then so that'll be like from 12 to 4, and then from 4-ish to 8-ish, I believe it's GOG, well, it'll be on Arvin's channel, but it's Storm King's Thunder, possibly the finale, if they get that far.
Or at
And
least
then at 8 o'clock-ish on Saturday night, it'll be us again.
yep. Prime time on Saturday night. Hope we can live up to the pressure.
Very exciting. Pressure.
Yep. And then a good chunk of Sunday.
Sunday from 12-ish to 8-ish, it's Palace of the Red Pasha. Then the concerts from 9 to midnight Eastern. Who all is playing? Kilgore Trout and 2 other people.
Kilgore,
Zach Clay.
Indy Gonzalez, and a third one.
Right, Zach Clay. Yep.
Zach Clay, yeah. Yep.
Right.
Pretty shitty.
And then on
Forgot
Monday,
Zach.
right. That would be sad to forget him.
Since
Then
he
on
plays
Monday,
on this
there's a
channel.
game of right. On Monday, Mike Underwood, Turbo Tango, will be GMing a game for 3 scientists from the Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation, which is the beneficiary of this whole benefit fundraiser weekend. And then Brandon O'Brien, the Rising Tides, will be playing another game after that. So it is an action-packed weekend with lots and lots of role-playing. Should be a lot of fun, and for a very good cause. raising money for cancer research.
Yes,
And we'll
indeed.
see you all Saturday night.
Yeah. All right. Well, if it's just the two of you, Triffid, do you have any other closing thoughts about how tonight went, or anything else? Do you have any podcast stuff do you want to plug, or?
I believe I've been on at least one science fiction, one SFF audio podcast review since the last time we did a roundup, but you can find all that stuff. I'm on Twitter at PE Matson, and from there you can find my blog and see what I've been up to.
All right. Um. And okay. Oh, it looks like I'm about to get a message from Hoodie, but we'll move on to Rock
like,
God
I'm back.
anyways.
Oh boy. Okay.
In our chat,
Well,
it
we'll
says that
see.
he's typing. Rock God, any thoughts about tonight's
Okay, we'll see
session?
what he says.
No, I think even though it was a short session, I enjoyed it. I always like exploring. And I can't wait
Hey,
until
Configuration Queen, thanks for putting in the commands for calendar and for ArvCon. Sorry about that.
I can't wait for our
Sorry.
next very fighty session.
Yeah.
Yes.
Next time should be a lot of combat.
Lots of combat.
And you can find me on the internet
Do you
at
want to tell us, was there some better way to get in, or you want to save that for the, after we're done with the mines?
Oh, if there was a better way to get into here? There is
Yes.
there is potentially an option that, like, when you are outside, that if you do some kind of scoping out of the mountainside that Axholm is kind of built into, that there are some chimneys up on top that if you scale up the mountainside, then you can then drop down a chimney.
Mm.
But it, honestly, the way that you did it is almost kind of like the expected way to do it. Although it is almost kind of that, like, it seems as if it's written such that it expects you to use maybe like a shrink spell, or have a small member of a party like a halfling or a gnome that then is able to squeeze through those arrow slits to get into the winches.
or a Goliath and just rip the portcullis right off the
Yeah, yeah, that too.
Well, that would be another option.
right. If we had a high strength character, we'd just grab the thing right up.
I mean, I think a Goliath would probably have trouble with these tunnels that we're in right now.
Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this was fun. It was fun trying to figure out what we were doing and how to get in, and then, I'm glad we were able to end with a bang. A little bit of combat before we get ready for our next time, when we will have much more combat. And then, last session was very role play heavy, so it all balances out.
Yes. All right. Well, I guess I'll do the stream wrap up stuff then, and say make sure to check out all of the ARV commands. You can do !ARV things to get all of the things, most of the things. Exclamation point ARV shop for the shop. Exclamation point brain fart. Exclamation point Icarus for ARV's graphic novel. Exclamation point library for his D&D 5e compatible adventure book with lots of content from contributed by other authors. Exclamation point Greyshade KS for information about the upcoming Kickstarter for the Greyshade Literary Universe stuff, which is some novels, a board game, and a tabletop role-playing game. I think there's some other stuff too. I can't remember for sure. And of course, exclamation point BLM for Black Lives Matter, because we want to continue to show our support for and to continue to assert and affirm the importance of Black lives. And of course, exclamation point help now for if you need any kind of links to stuff for assistance with mental health issues and suicide prevention and that kind of stuff, because we all need a little light in our lives sometimes, and sometimes it can be hard. But other than that, thank you, Rockgod and Trivid, for sticking with me for the last part of this tonight, and hopefully Hoodie is not without power for too long, and Echo is able to get some sleep before his appointment. And with that, I think it's time for us to say goodnight. So, good night.
Bye.
Thank you to everyone in chat who came by to watch.
Thank you for watching. And
Thank you,
commenting.
Raiders.
Yep. Actually,
Yes, thank you, Raiders.
That's a good point. How many do we have? What's our user base in chat like?
Who should we raid?
Yeah. So I will throw a raid over to someone as we run the outro. So you can do exclamation point R raid or exclamation point sub raid to get some text to put in the chat for when we do the raid. Also maybe put in something in there about that you're coming from the Shadow Crew, that we were having D&D tonight, and I will find someone to do that raid to.
Wait, do we do the hand wavy thing again? Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Okay, sure. Good night, everybody.